and play together. So this first part is mainly functions for the event part. And the second part is the center of this park. So it should be linked, the first part, with the last part, the green area. So I feel here people want more to consider from their mind. So I create the curved, based on the people's, how to say this, some lines, like a Milky Way, and something as this, like a fingers lines. We mix all these things together to create some lines to link with the forest. You know that when we put some trees inside the pavement, people will think this will go to the forest. And it's funny things, we can put the trees in the number of a 6. We can put 6, 6, 6, 6, 6 to make people understand this is a 650-year anniversary. You always remember this 6. This is for memorial, is perfect. That everything that people feel 6. Even in the master plan of memorial building, you can see from the master plan, I put 6 like a small ball. It's also the same meaning. You can put some like a half transparent earth or some planet, the shape, to show people and let young children know how the universe look like. So it also could be instrument to teach people. Also the meaning of a 600 years. And also, we should mention the time. We can put something in the center of the second part. You see in my referenced images, I put the flower clock. It means when people go to the second part, they can feel themselves in the universe and they can know how time goes by, but in a beautiful way. So this is what I'm thinking. Maybe a fountain, maybe a big flower clock, or maybe a huge, like a Christmas tree. Could be the solution because forest is not so unique in your country. You can find any scale of the tree in Russia, but in China it's so unique. I love this. All this is for the people's life. I cannot hear you because you're moving. You are moving. Yeah. Underground system is parking place because I saw some I saw some cars parking on the ground. Looks not so beautiful. In future, if we link with the urban plan, the master plan, we will put the main part of parking on the ground, not under the ground. We'll occupy a lot of spaces for people. So it's not good. We can use some under parking place, but leave some space up to the ground can be like an urgent cars or some urgent events that people can parking on the ground. But this is not a big number. Will be a very small number. But main number is under the park. Ah, but I suggest you. Yeah, I think you can use two ways because parking could be different. Like some place you can half under. You understand me? You do something use the difference in height to create some space with cover. But actually, on the other entrance is underground. So if you use this like a space difference, you can create some space for parking. It's not so expensive. It depends on the cars, how many cars in your city to park. It will be calculated because all the numbers that in future should be calculated. How big and how many the car parking place. Yeah, yeah. I think this could be also in future could be rented out for public parking. You can get some money back. It's good. Ah, actually, I when I was in China, I did a lot for Chinese art. Then when I came to Riga, Latvia, I started to know the local historical traditional way. So I started to do oil painting and do a lot like a pen sketch to view what I see every day. So I am like I love, so I do. So I want to share my pleasure to people. What I paint show what I love. So in Kaluga, I plan to have an exhibition. Will be included in three parts. One is the architecture works we've done before in China. Because as I know that in Europe, you don't have so many big projects. So I will be happy if I show my experience with you before for the huge project in China. This is the first part. The second part is my works linked with my traditional culture, Chinese culture. Will be some calligraphy or some paintings in Chinese way. And maybe I'm considering because we create a Latvia China Culture Association. I kindly invited some local Latvian but Russian artists to join with this Chinese art style. We already have some lessons in Riga, so I think in future we can create some works with also local artists. And so I want to show this work in Kaluga. This is the second part. The third part is my pen sketches because it's unique for me to remember all this fantastical moment. So I wanted people to share my happiness, and I want to go Kaluga to do some of this kind of pen sketches to keep in my mind. Thank you so much. It was great. I want to also take a